Imagine you're flying over the thickest jungle on Earth. Nothing but green for miles. Then you look down, and hidden under the trees for 500 years is a whole lost city. Plazas, a pyramid, and the only reason anyone ever found it? A plane fired a laser through the leaves. For almost 500 years, people whispered about a lost city in the rainforest of Honduras. They called it the White City, and said its people ate off plates of gold. Explorers spent lifetimes hunting it. Most found nothing. One may have faked the whole thing, then died with the secret. So here's my promise. By the end of this video, you'll know how a machine found a city that generations of explorers couldn't, and what was waiting inside. It starts in 1526. The Spanish conqueror Hernán Cortés writes to the King of Spain about a place so rich it would exceed Mexico. One problem, Cortés never goes there. He's repeating a rumor, but the rumor sticks. The city is said to be hidden in Mezquitia, one of the last truly wild places on Earth. Rainforest so thick the sky disappears. No roads, no maps, snakes whose bite can kill you. The perfect place to lose a city. Then, in 1940, an American explorer named Theodore Mord marches out of that jungle and says he found it. He even names it the Lost City of the Monkey God. But he refuses to say where it is. He promises to return. He never does. 14 years later, he's found dead, and the location dies with him. And after Mord, almost everyone tried. The 1950s, the 1970s. In the 80s, crews ran military-style missions through the green. Someone even scanned it with radar. Every single time, they came back without the city. So the experts gave up on it. They decided the Golden City was just a beautiful story, many scattered ruins stitched into one myth. And for decades, that was the answer. But this jungle is very good at keeping secrets. And it was about to give one up, all at once. The year is 2012. Two filmmakers refuse to let the legend die. So instead of sending people into the jungle, they send a plane. For about a week it flies back and forth, scanning the green below. Then the team looks at the map, and the forest just disappears. Imagine staring at that screen. The trees melt away, and the ground underneath isn't random. Straight lines, right angles, shapes nature does not make on its own. 10 huge plazas, roads, canals, and rising from the middle of it, the unmistakable shape of a pyramid. A whole city, laid out in the dirt, exactly where the rumors always pointed. After almost a century of searching, the lost city had turned into data. But how do you see through a forest? It's a technology called lidar. The plane fires hundreds of thousands of laser pulses straight down every second. Most hit leaves, but a few slip through the gaps, hit the actual ground, and bounce back. Do that billions of times, and a computer can erase the entire forest, leaving only the bare earth no one had seen in centuries. The lasers could prove the city was there, but they couldn't tell anyone what was still waiting inside it. So in 2015, a small team cut its way in on foot, scientists, a writer, and soldiers for protection. They were probably the first people to stand there in 500 years. The jungle was so untouched the animals didn't run. A tapir wandered into camp. Monkeys just stared. And then, at the base of the pyramid, an archaeologist saw a carved stone head poking out of the mud. They started counting. 1, a dozen, dozens, over 50 sculptures, eventually more than 200. Stone thrones, bowls carved with snakes, and one face that was part human, part jaguar, like a guardian. Untouched for 5 centuries. Nobody had ever robbed it. The forest had just closed over everything. But here's the honest part, the part that gave scientists chills. They were wrong about the city. The truth was stranger. There was no single golden city. What they'd found was a whole lost civilization. Not the Maya, a different people, one we know so little about they don't even have a name. Though not everyone cheered. Dozens of archaeologists pushed back, pointing out the ruins weren't really undiscovered. The local indigenous people always knew they were there. So what killed this world? Probably not a curse. Most likely European diseases that raced ahead into the jungle. The town's empty. The forest swallowed them. And eerily, many on that modern expedition came home sick from a tiny bug bite that wouldn't heal. Not a curse, just the jungle. So think about it. For decades, the smartest explorers found nothing. Then a plane fired light through the leaves, and a vanished world rose out of the green in a single afternoon. The legend of gold wasn't true. The truth was better. If this gave you goosebumps, hit subscribe. But here's the real question. If one laser can find a lost city under 500 years of jungle, what else is still down there, waiting? The answer's on your screen right now. Tap it. I'll see you there.